All right, Shalom. Call Halayim La Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai Bahasham, Rakak Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who taught me this truth. Double salutations to all you Akim out there laboring, the house of David, the elect, that's pushing this word with all truth, righteousness, and sincerity. Shalom to you, brothers. I'm the brother ICR with GMS Charlotte, and I'm back at you with another lesson through the Holy Spirit of Rakak Kodash. Just some more motivation. The election, an aristocracy, meaning rule of the best, a group or class considered superior to others, a government by the best men in the state, a governing body composed of the best men in the state, and that's the elect. We're about to have it all right? Psalms 37 and verse 11, and it reads, "But the meek shall inherit the earth, and shall delight themselves in the abundance of peace." That word for peace in the Hebrew is shalom, which goes into safety, soundness in body, meaning we're going to truly have rest, welfare, health, prosperity, peace, quiet, tranquility, contentment. So we're going to fully enjoy the planet Earth. We're going to rule and exist within the Lord's creation as we were created to do. I'm ready to rule the world, man. How about you?
Thou shalt also be a crown of glory in the hand of the Lord, and a royal diadem in the hand of thy God. Thou shalt no more be termed forsaken, neither shall thy land any more be termed desolate. But thou shalt be called Hephzibah, and thy land Beulah, for the Lord delighteth in thee, and thy land shall be married. For as a young man marrieth a virgin, so shall thy sons marry thee. And as the bridegroom rejoiceth over the bride, so shall thy God rejoice over thee.
All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I would like to give all praise and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Kakadash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders, GMS, who rule well, teach well, being great examples for his younger brothers. And peace and blessing, salutations. Hopefully, they got there pushing his word in truth and in sincerity across the four winds in the name of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, pushing to get up out of here. Shalom to the hopefully the believers, the listeners who have came back to the obedience of the scriptures through faith in Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah. All right, and what I want to go into is a lesson entitled "The Righteous Shall Never Be Moved." Okay, because it comes from a scripture I read in Proverbs not too long ago, Proverbs 10 and 30, and within this scripture, there's a lot, being said. Ultimately, it's a scripture that's centered around two nations of people. Okay, and it's Jacob and Esau. All right, because when you read the Bible, the two main characters of the scriptures are Jacob and Esau. That's why they come up, all throughout the Bible. Those two names. All right, and the nation that will come from those two men, okay, will both eventually have world dominion. And so one was temporal and one is going to be eternal. Okay, and that precept goes into it, and then there's other precepts that expound, all right, on that point. So let's go straight to the precept. It's the book of Proverbs, chapter 10, verse 30. All right, so it's the book of Proverbs, chapter 10, verse 30 said, "The righteous shall never be moved, but the wicked shall not inhabit the earth." Okay, and this is heavy prophecy, man. All right, and the righteous is being Israel. Okay, and the wicked being Esau, Edom. You see? So let's deal with, all right, the wicked shall not inhabit the earth, because, you know, both Jacob and Esau was promised the fatness of the earth, okay, the dew from heaven was world dominion. Okay, Esau threw the sword, but see, Esau has a cutoff. Matter of fact, let's go to Genesis, you know, and get the blessing, and then we'll deal with the difference between those two blessings. Okay, so this is Genesis 27 and 28, and this is Isaac blessing Jacob. And said, "Therefore the Most High give thee the dew of heaven and the fatness of earth and plenty of corn and wine." All right. "Let people serve thee and nations bow down to thee. Be Lord over thy brethren, and let thy mother's son bow down to thee. Cursed be everyone that curseth thee, and blessed be he that blesseth thee." Okay. So this is Jacob receiving everything, world dominion, okay, the heathen, the possession of the earth, all right, the fatness of the earth, you know, dwelling in the plush, you know, lands of the earth. Okay, and that's a blessing that was given to Jacob. Okay, now when Esau came, when Isaac, all right, finished blessing Jacob, and Esau came. All right, let's just read into it. It says, "And it came to pass as soon as Isaac had made an end of blessing Jacob, and Jacob was yet scarce gone out of the presence of Isaac his father, that Esau his brother came in from his hunting, and also had made savory meat, and brought it unto his father, and said unto his father, Let my father arise and eat his son's venison, that thy soul may bless me. And Isaac his father said to him, Who art thou? And he said, I am thy son, thy firstborn Esau. And Isaac trembled very exceedingly, and said, Who? Where is he that have taken the venison and brought it for me? And I have eaten of all before thou comest, and has blessed him. Yeah, and he shall be blessed. Okay? And then Isaac was putting a guarantee on the blessing given to Jacob, or no reversing. Okay? But what did he do? All right. And when Esau heard the words of his father, he cried with a great and exceeding bitter cry, and said unto his father, Bless me, even me also, O my father. And he said, Thy brother came with subtlety, and have taken away thy blessing, and said, Is he not rightly named Jacob, which means to supplant, okay, or a liar in wait, okay? It said, For he hath supplanted me these 2 times. He took away my birthright, and behold, now he hath taken away my blessing. And he said, Hast thou not reserved a blessing, all right, for me? And Isaac answered and said to Esau, Behold, I have made him thy Lord, and all his brethren have I given to him for servants, and with corn and wine have I sustained him. And what shall I do now unto thee, my son? So Isaac is like, Look, I gave him everything, including you. You know, Jacob is going to have everything. I've given it to him, because that's the blessing that was given to Abraham. Kings shall come out of thy loins. Okay, that world dominion. All right, verse 20, verse 38. And Esau said unto his father, Hast thou but one blessing, my father? Bless me, even me also, O my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept. And Isaac his father answered and said unto him, Behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth, and the dew, all right, of heaven from above. And by thy sword shalt thou live, and shalt thou serve thy brother. All right, and it shall come to pass that when thou shalt have dominion, that thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck. So Esau was promised, all right, what? The fatness of the earth and the dew of heaven from above. Esau was promised a world dominion. just as Jacob was promised. Okay? But the difference is Esau's is temporal and Jacob's is going to be permanent. So it's going to be eternal. So let's go back to Proverbs, and then we're going to go to the differences just to read Proverbs. Okay? Read Proverbs 10 and 30 again, and then we're going to go into the difference. Now, like this is the book of Proverbs, chapter 10, verse 30. It said, the righteous shall never be moved, but the wicked shall not inhabit the earth. Okay, and Esau, Edom is the wicked, is eventually not going to inhabit the earth. Okay, because when you go here to the book of Job, all right, let's deal with the book of Job. All right, and this is concerning Esau, Edom. Okay, this is Job 18 and 14. His confidence, all right, and his confidence is the confidence of Esau, Edom, because Esau has become very confident, over these past few centuries because he's been prospering in wickedness. So he's full of confidence to the point that he feels as if if he can upset prophecy, man. If he can alter the will of Yahweh B'Shem Al-Shah, that's how confidence this man has gotten. He's confident, okay? But it says his confidence shall be rooted out of his tabernacle, and it shall bring him to the king of terror, which is ultimately going to be Yahweh Shah, because that's who's coming back, okay? All this wickedness that he's working in the earth is bringing him to Yahweh Shah, man, okay? It says it shall dwell in his... It said, it shall dwell in his tabernacle because it is none of his. Brimstone shall be scattered upon his habitation. And that's the nukes. His root shall be dried up from beneath, and above his branches, all right, shall his branch be cut off. His remembrance shall perish from the earth, and he shall have no name in the street. Okay, so eventually this man remembrance is going to perish out of the earth, and he's going to have no name, okay, in the street. No reputation, all right? Because there's going to come a time where he's done away with. He shall be driven from light into darkness and chased out of the world. He shall neither have son nor nephew among his people, nor any remaining in his dwelling. So that's his lineage, because the lineage come through the men. Okay, so when it says son and nephew, that's his lineage being cut off, man. Okay, it says, they that come after him shall be astonished at his day, and they that went before him were affrighted. Surely such are the dwellings of the wicked, and this is the place of him that knoweth not the Most High. And that's why, all right, because these devils have shown within their rulership they have no intent to do right. Okay? You see? So Esau can say what Esau can never say. Well, we didn't have a chance to rule. Only Jacob been ruling. Nah, you had the chance and you showed that you, all right, had no intent in doing right. Okay, so the Lord is going to erase your rulership. Okay, and his rulership was always for a limited time. That's why when you go here, okay, it's the book of Job 20 and 4. It said, knowest thou this of old, since man was placed upon earth, that the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment. You see? And who is the wicked? Esau, Edom. So his triumph over the earth is going to be short. Okay? His few centuries of rulership compared to the eternal rulership of Jacob is short. Okay? It says, though his excellency mount up to the heavens, and his head reaching into the clouds. Yeah, his technology has reached to the atmosphere, man. Okay? His military is in, he got a space force now. Okay? So it don't matter how far this man invests in his technology, his military, how rich he gets. Okay? That doesn't matter. Because verse 7 says what? Yet he shall perish forever like his own dung. They which have seen him shall say, where is he? He shall fly away as a dream and shall not be found. Yeah, he shall be chased away as a vision of the night. Okay, verse 9, the eye also which saw him shall see him no more, neither shall his place any more behold him. Okay, so there's an expiration date on the rulership of Esau, and there's an expiration date, all right, on the lineage of Esau. Okay, and that's the difference between the two blessings. All right, let's go from there. Because even in, since we in Job, all right, with Job 14 and 5, all right, it says, seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee, thou has appointed bounds that he cannot pass, man. And this devil not going to rule for a millisecond longer than he's supposed to rule, okay? And it was always set up for him to fail. As the scriptures say, he has been set in slippery places. All right, so let's get this in Malachi chapter 1, verse 4. Whereas Edom said, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus said the Lord of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down. Okay? They shall call them, and they shall call them the border of wickedness, the people against whom the Lord have indignation forever. Okay? So Esau, he had a run as the pagan Romans, the Greeks, you see? But after pagan Rome, they fell to what? The Byzantine Empire, which was Jake. Okay, and it was pushed out of rulership. All right, well, then you had what? A revival of that Roman Empire during the Renaissance. Okay, and this man established himself in the earth again. He has built it, but the Lord is finna throw down. All right, let's get that in NLT. Yep. This is Malachi 1 and 4 in the NLT. It says, Esau's descendants in Edom may say, we have been scattered, but we will rebuild the ruins. But the Lord of heaven army replied, they may try to rebuild, but I will demolish them again. Their country will be known as the land of wickedness, and their people will be called the people for whom the Lord is forever angry. Okay? You see? So Esau, he got the fatness of the earth and the dew of heaven. But see, there's a lot of prophecy that speaks of the end of this man. Okay, and the end of his rulership and the end of him being the people in the earth. Okay. All right. And the Lord set it up, where it will be a back and forth between Jacob and Esau. All right. Matter of fact, let's get that real quick and let's get this real quick in the book of Sirach. All right, so this is the book of let's get it. It's the book of all right, this is the book of Sirach, chapter 33, start at 10, and it says, and all men are from the ground, and Adam was created of the earth. In much knowledge the Lord have divided them and made their ways diverse. Okay, that's why all the nations are different. The Lord caused that division. He wanted, nations to be diverse. Okay, showing that their one world government is off. Okay, one world, people. No, it's off, man. All right, it says some of them have he blessed and exalted. All right, and there's Jacob, and some of them have he sanctified. Okay, and that's Israel, man, and set near himself. But some of them have he cursed and brought low and turned out of their places. As the clay is in the potter's hand to fashion it as his pleasure, so man is at the in the hand of him that made him to render to them as liking him best. Okay, so Esau is fashioned, okay, to be the wicked. He's fashioned to be adverse against righteousness, man. That's how he's made. And he's not fit to rule, all right, the earth, man. He's not fit to rule anything. All right, because we serve a righteous power who has pleasure in righteousness, man. Okay? And Esau was a temporary rulership, and ultimately it was a lesson for us, man, because our disobedience, you know, brought about this rulership of Esau Edom. Okay? But one thing about it, you know, as men of Yahweh Shem Al Shai, we're learning what not to do, how not to run an empire. Okay? How not to run the earth. You see? It says, so man is in the hand of him that made him to render to them as he liketh best. Good is set against evil, and life against death. Okay? Good is set against evil. This is Jacob and Esau. Okay? Life against death. You see? This is the rivalry that's going on in the earth. Okay? Because the scripture is all about life. And Esau, what does he do? He goes adverse to the scriptures and brings death. You know? The scripture is all about being fruitful and multiplying. Okay? That's what the scriptures, you know, they produce life. The scriptures is about abundance. You see? Multiplying, man. Esau was about death. He's about subtraction, deleting. Okay? It says, so is the godly against the sinner, and the sinner against the godly. So look upon all the works of the Most High, and there are two and two, one against another. Okay? And we are at the time now where righteousness is going to prevail and triumph over wickedness, man, once and for all. Okay? Wickedness is going to be sealed up. All right? So let's go back here. Matter of fact, let me, since I said that, let me get that. Let's get that in 2nd Ezra, the 8th chapter. All right, this is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 8. All right, this is going into our kingdom. Okay? This was being told to Esdras. This is 2nd Ezra 52. 2nd Ezra 8 and 52. I'm trying to do that. All right, this is 2nd Ezra 8 and 52. It said, for unto you is paradise open, the tree of life is planted, the time to come is prepared, plenty is made ready, a city is builded, and rest is allowed. Okay, and that's the rest we're going to enter into is the kingdom. Okay, that's the rest promised to the Lord's people is going to be our rest in the kingdom, man. Our rest from stress and worry, our rest from death, our rest from sin. We're going to be able to just be. Okay, yeah, perfect goodness and wisdom. The root of evil is sealed up from you. And what's the root of evil? Esau, Edom. Okay, weakness and mouth is here from you. Corruption, which is death, is fled into hell to be forgotten. Okay, and there's Esau that's going to go into captivity, and eventually he's going to be done away with and forgotten, man. All right, because he is the nation that corrupts the earth. Okay, it says sorrows are past, and in the end it shows the treasures of immortality. You see, and who is that immortality for? Okay, the nation of Israel. And therefore ask no more questions concerning the multitudes of them that perish. Now, just to show that immortality is for Israel, let's get that in go back to Sirach. 37. So Sirach 37 and 25. All right, this is Sirach 37 and 25. It says, the days of the life of man may be numbered, but the days of Israel are innumerable. You see? But the days of Israel are innumerable because Israel is promised of what? An eternal kingdom. Okay? And let's get that. All right? So let's go here to, it's a lot of them. We're going to get a few just to drive home the point. This is 2 Samuel chapter 7, verse 10. It says, moreover, I will appoint a place for my people Israel and will plant them that they may dwell in the place of their own and move no more. Okay, permanent. Okay, we're going to be established permanently. All right, neither shall the children of wickedness, you see that, afflict them anymore as before time. Why is that? Because he's going into captivity, and then he's going to be done away with. Okay, and we're going to rule eternally. All right, let's go here. Let's go to Daniel chapter 2. All right, and this is dealing with the statue, the dream that Nebuchadnezzar had. Okay, pretty much of heathen rulership. All right, starting with the Syrian Babylonian Empire, the Medo-Persian Empire, okay, the Greeks and the Romans, okay, and then it will go down to the 10 toes, which is this current beast system of the day. All right, NATO and the EU, okay. Keep going. All right. Now it goes into what? The divine kingdom, because it goes into, the heathens, okay? Rome, Medo, Persia, Greece, it goes into all these different kingdoms, okay? But then it ends with what? The divine kingdom. That's the kingdom of Israel. Okay. And this is going to be the establishing of an eternal kingdom. All right. And it says, and then it says, and in the days of these kings shall the power of heaven set up a kingdom which shall never be destroyed, and the kingdom shall not be left to other people, which means only for Israel. It's not going to be translated to another people. All right. Because power is translated. All right, but our kingdom will never be translated to another people. It says, but it shall break in pieces and consume all these kingdoms, and it shall stand forever. Okay, it shall stand forever. See, our kingdom, when it speaks of our kingdom, it speaks of a never-ending kingdom, an eternal kingdom. Okay, we read about Esau, his triumph in the short. Okay, compared to an eternal kingdom, these few centuries he's been in power, it's short, man. Okay. This is Daniel 7 and 10. It says, I saw in the night vision and beheld one like the Son of Man came with the clouds of heaven and came to the Ancient of Days, and they brought him near before him. Okay. And this is Yahushua being brought to the Heavenly Father. And there was given him dominion and glory and a kingdom that all people, nations, and languages should serve him. His dominion is an everlasting dominion which shall not pass away, and his kingdom that which shall not be destroyed. Okay? That's why it's so many promises about us being immortal. Because of what? Because we're going to inherit an eternal kingdom. You see? That's why you read in 1 Corinthians 15. All right, start at 50. This is 1 Corinthians 15 and 50 said, "Now this I say, brethren, that flesh and blood cannot inherit the kingdom of the Most High, neither doth corruption inherit incorruption." All right, you see? So a mortal body, all right, a mortal Israelite, okay, is not going to inherit an immortal kingdom, all right, eternal kingdom. Nah, immortal people are going to inherit the eternal kingdom, and that's Israel. That's only promised to Israel. Okay. Behold, I show you a mystery. We shall not all sleep, but we shall be changed. Yeah, because there's some, there's a lot of believers not going to see death, man. You're going to endure. There's going to be, you know, believers that's going to endure the tribulation, all right, and be changed. You're gonna have some of our people, some believers, and they're gonna have to make that ultimate sacrifice, man. But that's gonna be an honorable death, the most honorable death you can have. Verse 52, in a moment, in the twinkling of an eye, at the last trump, for the trumpet shall sound, and the dead shall be raised incorruptible, and we shall be changed. Okay? For corruption must put on incorruption, and this mortal must put on immortality. Okay? So when this corruptible have put on incorruption, and this mortal have put on immortality, then shall be brought to pass the saying that is written, death is swallowed up in victory. Okay? So we're going to put on immortality because we have an eternal kingdom. Okay? Let's get that in Isaiah 45. All right? You see, these words are only mentioned when it comes to our kingdom, to our rulership. This is 45. This is Isaiah 45 and 17 said, "But Israel shall be saved in the Lord Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua with an everlasting salvation. Ye shall not, all right, ye shall not be ashamed nor confounded world without end." Okay? A world without end, and speaking of an age. Okay? The age of Israel is going to be without end. It's always going to be the era of Israel. Okay? Because you go into history, you go through different times, you got different eras. The Sumerians, the Egyptians were ruling, okay, the Babylonians, the Assyrians, okay, Greeks, Romans, Medo-Persians, you had all these different eras where these heathens ruled. All right, but all of them came to an end. But Israel is going to be set up as an everlasting era, everlasting age. Okay, we're going to be that dominant nation, eternal, and that's the perk of being chosen. Okay, that's the perk of being the chosen people. All right, verse 18: For thus said the Lord that created the heavens, the Most High Himself that formed the earth and made it. He established it. He created it not in vain. He formed it to be inhabited. I am the Lord, and there is none else. Okay, so the earth wasn't created in vain. It was created to be enjoyed. All right, and enjoyed eternally, man. That's why even the earth is made for eternal rulership. That's why, that's why even everything comes back. Everything, like you look at the earth, everything keeps coming back. It's always regenerated. You you got plants, what they call invasive. They just take over. They come back more and more every year. You see, things die off and they come right back, man, in harvest time. See, and then we're going to see the earth give its strength under our rulership. Right now, the earth is at a weak state, man, under the rulership of Esau Edom. All right, but everything was created, all right, for continuation, man. Okay, everything was created, all right, for continuation, man. That's why things reproduce themselves, man. From people to animals to plants, everything reproduces itself, man. and it constantly multiplies, man. Okay, but this devil, all right, has thrown everything off whack, all right, and everything is at a weakened state, you know. But even this devil tampering the earth, man, the earth, still gives forth, man, it still yields, you know. So how much more in our kingdom? All right. Hmm. Let's go from there. Let's get that in get that in Baruch. So let's get the book of Baruch. And this is that all roads lead to the kingdom of Israel, you know. And this is what this thing is about. We're preparing ourselves for the next kingdom to come. Okay? We're preparing ourselves for the kingdom that was promised to our forefathers. All right, this is why we're here. You know? That's the whole overtone of why we're here, why we came into this knowledge and understanding is to prepare for the kingdom to come. This eternal, okay, righteous kingdom that's to come. Yahweh Shai establishing the throne of David in the earth in righteousness, man. This is Baruch 2 and 34 says, and I will bring them again into the land which I promised with an oath unto their fathers. All right, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and they shall be lords of it, and I will increase them, and they shall not be diminished. And I will make an everlasting covenant with them to be their power, and they shall be my people, and I will no more drive my people of Israel out of the land that I have given them. Okay? So this we're going to be delivering to a permanent, perpetual rulership. You see? So this is why this precept, all right, should make more sense when you go to Proverbs. I want to read this real quick in Sirach. And it's all these heathens and rulership is going to be short compared to the rulership we got to come. Okay? Let's get get that in Sirach 18:10. All right. The Sirach 18:10 says, a drop of water unto the sea, and a gravel stone in comparison of the sand, so are 1,000 years to the days of eternity. Okay? So all these heathens that had their runs and their reigns in the earth, all right, it's just like a drop of a sea. It's like a drop of water in the sea, or a gravel stone, all right, in comparison to the sand. One piece of sand compared to our rulership, man. This is heavy, man. It's a major thing that we're coming into, man. It's a good time to be alive, man. Because regardless of what we're going to go through, man, it don't compare. That's why, matter of fact, the things that we go through now, they don't compare, man. This is going to be an eternal glory. You're going to be forever straight. You're going to have those new bodies. Everything start fresh, man. Because one of the things about this wisdom, man, it make you yearn for a fresh start, because there's certain things we did, in these bodies, and it's like, damn, it may make you yearn for a fresh start, man. You see, a fresh beginning, because in the world, man, if I knew what I knew now, I would have did things different. Well, we're gonna get a complete restart in the kingdom, man. New bodies. Okay, we'll never go off. We'll never be defiled. We'll never exist in dysfunction and chaos again, man. And that's gonna be eternally. All right. So let's go here to this is 2 Corinthians 4:17. For our light affliction, which is but for a moment, working for us a far more exceeding and eternal weight of glory. Okay? You see, so Jacob trouble. Like we look at these things, it's gonna be some hard. It's gonna be uncomfortable, man. But what we finna get, man, it ain't even it ain't even worth talking about. You see, we're gonna go through some things, and it's gonna get we're gonna go through some difficulties, man. But man, when we really start to believe in what's to come, the glory that's to come, the the upgrade we finna get, the condition the Lord's gonna have the earth, man. The Lord's finna deck the earth out, man. You know. Verse 18 said, "While we look not at the things which are seen, but which are the things are not seen." Because right now, when we look around, we see the influence of Esau, Edom in the earth. Okay, all these things that exist now is through Esau. Okay, this westernized society, nigger culture, feminism, you know, just the rebellion against righteousness, alphabet. See, all these things are temporal. Okay, it said for the things which are seen are temporal. See, that's going to be a thing of a past. Ain't gonna be no thing as a transformer in the kingdom, man. Ain't gonna be no stud, no butcher, no none of that, man. Okay, that's not going to exist. Okay, ain't gonna be no women's liberation movement. None of that is going to exist, man. Nigga culture drill, that's not going to exist. These things are temporal. Okay, this is all of Esau's kingdom, man. Okay, it said, but the things which are not seen are eternal, and that's our kingdom, man. And they're not seen, in the earth, but we see it in spirit, man. It's in us, man. We scripture say we have that vision. It's about having that vision, as the elder apostle, Gabar always gets into. Okay, so yeah, man, we living in time, all right, of a transition of kingdoms. Okay, if a brother can get that, what's that in Second Ezra 6 and 9? Okay, yeah, we'll end it there. All right, this is the brother Quanah from GMS. Pray always, hope for elect. It said, "For I reckon that the suffering of this present time are not worthy to compare to the glory which shall be revealed in us." Yeah, because no matter what we finna go through, even everything Israel, everything that we went through as a nation of people in the earth, all these captivities and hardships we went through as a people, is still not worthy to be compared, all right, to the eternal glory, okay, that's to come. Okay, the way that we're about to exist in the earth, man, men existing as gods and kings in the earth, man, like the suffering that we went through, they ain't even worthy to compare, man. Okay, yep, just like the brother. This is another heavy one. Yep, this is GMS prayer always hope for elect. It says Proverbs 16:12 says, "It is abomination to kings to commit wickedness, for the throne is established by righteousness." Okay, and Yahweh Shai is coming to establish a righteous throne of David in the earth. Okay, and Esau their abomination, their rules and wickedness, man. Okay, so let's get this here. This is all right. This is GMS prayer always hopeful elect. Second Ezra 6 and 8. He said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau. Okay, and that represented, Jacob's hand on his heel. All right, because the heel, his foot, that's the end of his empire. See, when Esau was birthed, okay, that was him coming into his blessing first. That was the crowning. Like when they say the head coming out, I say it's crowning. Well, that was the beginning of Esau's empire, that Renaissance period, that rebirth. Okay, but Jacob held his hand, held his heel with his hand, showing you that what our powers was going to be established at the end of his rulership, man. Your hand goes into your power. Okay, so as he's going out of power, we're coming into power. Okay, just the transition that we're in. Okay, Second Ezra 6 and 9, for Esau the end of the world, Okay, the end of the age of the heathens ruling. And Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. And our beginning has no end. Okay, we have a beginning, all right, but our beginning of our rulership has no end. Okay, so that was the point. Just wanted to bring that out. Lord will you brothers, all right, and you few sisters edified. I see they shadow ban, the live screen. They've been doing that a lot lately, but you can always watch the replay. But Lord will you was edified. Till next time, I say shalom. Kwam Yashala Bible details soon. Shalom.